The clay court season is officially heating up, and the race to the French Open is moving fast. We are diving deep into the WTA Madrid Open, where the qualifying rounds are delivering high-stakes drama for every athlete on the court. You need to keep your eyes on Alicia Parks as she looks to build on her impressive form against Ksenia Efremova, while Anastasia Potapova prepares to flex her muscles against Sinya Kraus. Plus, we are breaking down the tactical edge Dalma Galfi needs to overcome Darja Vidmanova in a match that could go down to the wire.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Big moves are shaking up the film industry as the German production powerhouse Freud Ecstasy officially crosses the Atlantic. They are launching their very first U.S. office in New York and have tapped the talented Fabrizio Ellis to lead the charge. With a massive 3-picture deal already signed with Goya Awards shortlisted filmmaker Pablo Pagan and a vision to bridge global markets, this is a company you need to watch as they reshape the future of independent cinema. The road to the 46th U.S. Senior Open is officially underway following a massive local qualifying event at the Mill Creek Country Club. We saw an incredible display of skill as 9 players punched their tickets to the final qualifying stage in Lakewood. It was a day to remember for Canada's Kendall Yamamoto, who stormed to medalist honors with a scorching 4-under 68 after a legendary back-nine rally. We are tracking the top contenders, including Matthew Daniel and Tom Brands, as they fight to secure their spot at the prestigious Scioto Country Club this July. The pickleball world is buzzing after a massive showing from the Marblehead crew at the U.S. Open Pickleball Tournament in Naples, Florida. 6 local athletes took to the courts to compete against the best, and they did not come home empty-handed. We are celebrating Jonna Gregory for capturing a hard-earned bronze in women's singles and Paul Prout for securing a stellar silver in men's singles competition. If you want to stay ahead of all the action and get the latest updates on every story that matters, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Welcome to the heart of the clay court season. The WTA Madrid Open is officially here, marking the 3rd major 1,000-point event of the year. While the stars are shining, the real drama right now is unfolding in the qualifying rounds, where players on the bubble are fighting tooth and nail for their ranking and their paycheck. Today, we are breaking down the best bets to help you navigate this high-stakes action. First up, Alicia Parks faces off against the young, dangerous wildcard Ksenia Efremova. Now, don't let Efremova's ranking of 670 fool you. She just dismantled Lulu Sun in straight sets, sending a massive wake-up call to the tour. However, Parks is coming off a clinical win against Alina Avincian, looking rock solid on the red dirt. While Efremova is impressive, betting on experience and current form is the smart play here. We are backing Parks to take this in straight sets. The value lies in taking Parks minus 1.5 sets at 1.83, a solid play for any portfolio. Next, we have the inform Anastasia Potapova taking on Sinya Kraus. Potapova has been playing elite tennis lately, nearly knocking off Mura Andreeva in Linz, and she looked untouchable in her opener here in Madrid. While Kraus pulled off an upset against Martina Trevisan, let's be honest, Trevisan just hasn't been herself lately. Potapova is a different beast entirely. We are sticking to the strategy that's been paying us all week, backing Potapova to cruise. Lock in Potapova to win 2-0 at 1.82. When a player is hitting their rhythm like this, you don't overthink it. Finally, the duel of the Ds, Dalma Galfi against Darja Vidmanova. It is bizarre to see the books favoring Galfi when Vidmanova beat her on this very surface earlier this year. With their rankings nearly identical and their recent form looking almost like mirror images of each other, the odds are skewed. The smart money is on the underdog. We are taking Vidmanova plus 3-5 games at 1.8. It's a value play that respects the head-to-head history. If you enjoyed these picks, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments who you think is going to be the dark horse of this tournament. Tennis is a game of fine margins, so stay sharp, play smart, and we will see you on the next one. Ever wonder how the next big indie hit travels from a local German set to the global stage? Well, the folks at Freud and Ecstasy are turning that process into an art form. This German production powerhouse is making a massive power move by opening their first ever U.S. office in New York next month, and they've tapped industry standout Fabrizio Ellis to steer the ship. If you're not familiar with Ellis, he's coming off a high-impact stint at Me Alma Films, and his appointment signals that this company isn't here to play. They're here to bridge the gap between European sensibilities and the American market. Frederick Ehrart, the founder of Freud and Ecstasy, hit the nail on the head when he called Ellis a bilingual creative with a keen eye for hidden gems. That international perspective is exactly what the indie world needs right now. But it's not just about an office space. It's about the talent they're bringing along for the ride. They've already locked down a 3-picture deal with Goya shortlisted filmmaker Pablo Pagan, not to mention a roster of rising stars like Shi Han-sao and King Louis Palomo. In fact, Pagan's upcoming short, Voyager, is already making waves with Magnet Film handling the global streaming rollout. Ehrart's vision is clear. He wants to build a company that doesn't just make films for one audience, but fosters stories that travel culturally as well as geographically. It's a bold, forward-thinking approach to the changing landscape of independent cinema. So, keep your eyes on this team, because they're clearly betting on a future where borders don't limit the reach of great storytelling. If you're excited to see how this international bridge changes the indie landscape, hit that subscribe button and let us know in the comments. Which European filmmakers do you think deserve more spotlight in the US? At the end of the day, a great story doesn't need a passport to be understood, but it certainly helps to have the right team pushing it across the finish line. Ever wondered what it takes to survive the grind of a U.S. Senior Open qualifier? The action at Mill Creek Country Club was nothing short of a roller coaster, proving that when the pressure is on, legends are made on the back nine. 9 players punched their tickets to final qualifying, and the intensity was palpable as they battled for a spot at the prestigious 46th U.S. Senior Open in Columbus this July. The headline of the day belonged to Canada's Kendall Yamamoto, who put on a masterclass in resilience. After a rocky start that included a double bogey on the 9th, Yamamoto didn't just recover, he exploded. He turned the back nine into his personal playground, carding an incredible 6-under-30, fueled by 4 consecutive birdies down the stretch. That is the kind of mental fortitude that makes professional golf so mesmerizing. Matthew Daniel followed close behind at 2-under, showing off some clinical precision early on, while Bellevue's own Tom Brands rounded out the underpar elite with a rock-solid 71. It wasn't an easy day for everyone, though. With 7 players finishing at 1 over, the scramble for those remaining advancement spots was razor-thin. Names like Jeff Costin and Brian Mogg showed exactly why they remain forces to be reckoned with, securing their spots in a high-stakes showdown at Oakbrook in May. For those who didn't quite make the cut, it's a tough pill to swallow, but Keith Crimp and David Christensen are keeping their hopes alive as alternates. If you want to see the full leaderboard breakdown and see exactly how your favorites stack up, hit the link in the description for the complete results. It's a long road to the Scioto Country Club, but the hunt for the trophy is officially on. Who do you think has the momentum to go all the way to Ohio? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more coverage of the local tour. In this game, your next great round is always just one swing away. Ever wondered how a small coastal town makes a massive splash on the national stage? Well, the answer might just be hiding on a pickleball court. Recently, Marblehead took Naples, Florida, by storm as 6 of our very own residents descended upon the U.S. Open Pickleball Tournament. It was an incredible showing that proved our local talent can hold their own against the best in the country. The standout performances were nothing short of inspiring. Jonna Gregory crushed the competition in women's singles to secure a hard-earned bronze medal, while Paul Prout powered his way to a silver in the men's singles bracket. We also saw Gil Suddiam earning well-deserved recognition for his stellar play. It's truly amazing to see such a dedicated group representing our community with this much grit and passion. If you love staying connected to the stories that make Marblehead unique, please consider supporting the Marblehead Current. As a non-profit newsroom, we rely on readers like you to keep this reporting alive. So tell me, is pickleball the new secret to small-town pride, or is it just the beginning for these athletes? Hit that like button and let us know your thoughts in the comments.